Russia unveiled the oceanographic research ship Vice Admiral Burilichev at the Vyborg shipyard, a facility managed by the United Shipbuilding Corporation, USC. Although the vessel is officially described as a scientific and rescue platform, its ties to the main Directorate of Deep-Sea Research, GUGI, a specialized branch of the Russian Ministry of Defense, have sparked speculation in Western defense circles that it serves intelligence and undersea reconnaissance purposes. The quiet launch, likely held in late June without public or media attention, further fuels questions about its true operational intent. The new Project 22011 ship, Vice Admiral Burilichev, strengthens Russia's capacity to conduct operations in deep ocean zones, balancing overt scientific exploration with covert underwater surveillance missions. Bearing factory number 236 and laid down in February 2021, the vessel measures 108.1 meters in length and 17.2 meters in beam, displacing 5,230 tons. It features advanced maneuvering thrusters for precise positioning during seabed tasks, and a diesel-electric propulsion system optimized for long-distance missions. A helicopter landing pad and specialized support systems enable deployment and recovery of deep-diving submersibles. Among the key equipment expected on board are the crewed submersibles Rus, Project 16810, and Consul, Project 16811, capable of descending to depths of 6,000 and 6,270 meters, respectively. Both vehicles are outfitted with cameras and manipulator arms to conduct seabed inspections, technical interventions, and recovery of objects weighing up to 200 kilograms. The ship will also operate remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, and deploy sonar arrays for hydrographic and geological surveys. Assigned to the Baltic Fleet, Vice Admiral Burilichev's operational theater places it near critical NATO undersea communication cables, where its deep-sea sensors and submersibles could be utilized to monitor, map, or potentially interfere with subsea infrastructure. Project 22011 is the successor to Project 22010, developed by St. Petersburg's Almaz Central Marine Design Bureau for GUGI. The original Project 22010 vessels include the research ship Yentar, commissioned in 2015 after its 2012 launch, and the unfinished Almaz, whose construction was halted in 2020. Project 22011 retains the core mission and design philosophy of its predecessor with subtle modifications, though specific technical updates remain classified. Delays in both projects have been attributed to diminished governmental focus on GUGI following Vice Admiral Burilichev's death in 2020 and the onset of the Ukraine conflict. Additionally, Russia's challenges in sourcing high-tech foreign components have hampered the integration of advanced underwater systems. The Russian Ministry of Defense officially states that GUGI-operated ships are tasked with global oceanographic research, including deep-sea geology, seabed mapping, and salvage operations, alongside search and rescue. However, NATO analysts widely regard these vessels as tools for underwater intelligence gathering, cable reconnaissance, and seabed warfare. Their distinctive design, characterized by large side hangars, deep-diving manned submersibles, ROVs, and towed sonar arrays, suggests a dual-use profile extending well beyond scientific objectives. Repeated appearances near NATO undersea infrastructure have raised alarms over possible espionage, cable manipulation, and military communication mapping, even though no publicized sabotage incidents have occurred. Yentar, the first vessel of Project 22010, has been under close scrutiny since commissioning. It has taken part in high-profile missions such as the search for Argentina's missing ARA San Juan submarine in 2017, recovery of Russian military aircraft off Syria in 2016, and operations near undersea fiber optic cables linking Europe, the Middle East, and North America. Equipped with Rus and Consul submersibles, launched from a starboard hangar, plus multiple ROVs deployed aft, Yentar conducts detailed hydrographic surveys, object recoveries, and underwater inspections at extreme depths. Its operational patterns, slow, parallel course lines interspersed with stationary periods, indicate regular submersible deployment. The ship has also intermittently turned off its automatic identification system, AIS, transponder during sensitive tasks to evade tracking. Notably, Yentar was observed in 2015 near the U.S. Navy's Kings Bay base, home to Ohio-class ballistic missile submarines, and again in 2016 close to Syrian coastal undersea cables. Analysts infer these missions involve reconnaissance of critical undersea communication infrastructure, supported by Russian media claims that the vessel can access secured cables for intelligence extraction. It has recovered components from downed Russian aircraft, including radar and identification devices, and has been linked to operations near cables connecting Turkey, Syria, and Cyprus, as well as other regions such as the Caribbean, Persian Gulf, and Norwegian Sea, including near the wreck of the nuclear submarine K-278 Komsomolets. This operational profile follows a historical pattern dating back to the Cold War, when the Soviet Navy routinely deployed ostensibly civilian vessels outfitted for intelligence collection. From the late 1950s, converted fishing trawlers known as AGIs patrolled Western naval bases and missile testing zones to gather sonar, radar, and signals intelligence. The Balsam-class Sigint ships of the 1980s, and later vessels like the atomic-powered SS-V-33 Ural, continued this tradition with advanced electronic surveillance capabilities. Post-Soviet Russia maintained these strategies with Vishnya-class ships conducting long-duration oceanic intelligence missions under the guise of oceanographic research. This lineage reflects a consistent use of dual-purpose ships combining scientific cover with specialized reconnaissance equipment. While Russia officially cites oceanographic research, seabed exploration, and search and rescue as primary missions for vessels like Yentar and Vice Admiral Burilichev, Western defense experts classify them as multi-role platforms supporting seabed warfare and underwater surveillance of NATO assets. These ships enable Russian naval forces to operate covertly in strategic undersea environments, potentially monitoring or disrupting vital global communication links. The commissioning of Vice Admiral Burilichev extends this maritime intelligence architecture despite ongoing delays and technological supply challenges.